Then they just chilling on the couch, that close to each other. Okay.
Every person could be you though.
What's going on, Nova Squad? Ms.Milkywayy here, and we are back with another Grownish reaction for this week. Last week was just last week, you know. Last week we saw Anna just being confused because, you know, Aaron was giving her mixed signals and homeboy just was like, no, I'm not ready for that. Zoey finally stayed in her lane and mind her own business. Sorry y'all, Coming to America is showing on the screen right now. Okay, hold on y'all, hold on. Doug and Jazz are back together, but pretty much the highlight was just that Aaron was just hanging, okay? If you want to check out my reaction to it, go and check it up here. I'm gonna leave it up here for y'all to go check out. I just want to see what's going on. I mean, I just really want to see what's going on. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into this reaction.
I successfully held down a job at the bookstore for 2 weeks and only called in sick twice.
What should be like 50 bucks?
Self-care retreat.
Okay, so are they going off campus?
And where better?
More like Paris.
Yes.
Well, then,
A nightmare.
What is he doing there? What is he doing there? Ain't she looking like she don't want to see him? This is about to be a crazy weekend. Oh God.
So I thought that you said you grew up wealthy. I mean, are these floors even heated?
welcome, please.
How do I say this gently?
She not feeling him.
You know, me and you, we shared one. That's pretty much where it is. You're
That's
my girl's
it.
brother, and I just don't want this to be okay.
You're afraid I'll hurt you. Plus, dating a single parent isn't for everyone.
We're not Devontae's father.
Yo, what's up with him?
Body and soul.
Excuse me, I know Jesus. My soul stays clean.
Okay,
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going through this breakup without cars. Just beginning to get this up.
like really a break.
Exactly.
You're right. I don't even get the dignity of a breakup title because I didn't even get the relationship.
Well, this.
Hi, it's me, Aaron. I'm a part of the Hawkins Brotherhood. And pass.
Oh my God.
Selection.
This is so scripted.
Taking donations right here. So, yeah. We're Titans care. All right. Woo. That's it, guys.
No, give it some time.
Right?
Boy. No, this joint's just getting started.
Doug, I need you circulating.
It's the MLK parade to color dumbass mermaids. We need some drinks.
It's locked up in this bougie subdivision with no phones, no TV, and no.
Let us have some fun. Hashtag self-care. Fine. Yes. But when she wrote down about her first oral sex experience in her diary.
Wait, how old are you?
Okay, I'm not admit, just talking about the Ashy Back Gerald. Wait for it, and then our getaway ready.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
But I just worked out. Please try not to stare. You might hurt your eyes.
Yo, cringe.
I know it'll be difficult juggling being a college student and having a fashion career.
Zoey, you know what else you didn't do? Any of that. Sorry, diary, but that I broke.
Yeah.
Like, how did I get so far off track?
Okay, sorry.
I totally get starting at the bottom. It's necessary, but this isn't even the right bottom.
We're 19, okay? We have plenty of time to establish our careers and our love lives. Charmed life with like heated floors and organic applesauce, okay? I have things that I'm dealing with.
Like what?
Name one. Just one.
Like I'm dating Professor Houston.
Oh, yeah, they found out.
Ooh.
Finally, like, gosh.
Mauricio is stepping up.
Shut your mouth.
Now Mauricio just generously
$1.
What these kids supposed to do with $5?
I said be the change, not give me change. You want to up this? Bro, relax. How about you fall back on my drinks? I've seen you drink at least $30 worth of Cuban rum. Kids. You talking shit? Y'all better know. Who are you talking? You don't know Ricio, like for real, for real. Yo, you know what? All y'all drinking and eating for free, you don't give a damn about the community. That's it.
Is Professor Houston the one who called you a misogynist?
She's still the
Right,
professor,
she's still.
and you're the student. You don't think that's a messed up power dynamic?
Is it? They're two consenting adults.
Year age difference.
So what? It works out for Sarah Paulson, whatever old lady she's dating.
Yo.
Secret keeping group of bitches I have ever met. I'm proud of us.
Okay, fine. You know what?
I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly why Paige told me not to say anything, because people are narrow-minded.
I'm gonna pray for Paige's old ass too.
Oh my god.
Just dies a painful. Oh my god.
Excuse you? What? I thought we were practicing self-care.
Wow.
Wow. The heat about inappropriate relationships is off me. In the tub doing God knows what to your feet.
Oh, I can tell you.
No. It just doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. Then you gotta find the right products, then you pineapple it at night, and then you plunk it in the morning. It's about maintenance, just like self-care. You can't get curl and life goals in one weekend.
Yep, I agree.
Right?
Zoey and anything, you know, this is the first time this year that I've done a fundraiser. I couldn't even get a stack to help clean up a park, you know?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Yeah, man, you inspired me.
Big Ricio never forgets, man. Man, will you chill? Please, nobody's worried about Big Ricio.
What the heck?
So in some weird way, we didn't need all the coloring books, tea, or clean eating. Apparently, we just needed some quality time.
What's going on with?
Secrets and a good laugh at my brother's expense.
What's going on?
Hey, listen.
This woman throws nothing away.
Dude, your mom's clothes are so sick.
You know what we should do?
Yes, please.
Oh my god!
Yes. That's a big closet, and that's a cute dress. Yes. Y'all, let's talk about this. This was an interesting episode. Like, honestly, one, I feel really weird right now because I'm tired and I just feel like I'm floating. And two, this episode, the whole tone, let me know if y'all felt it too. The tone, the vibe of this wasn't Grownish. It was more so Blackish. Like how it was recorded, the way it was edited and filmed, like it just reminded me of Blackish. And I know it's Grownish is like the subsidiary of Blackish, but it didn't feel like Grownish. I'm not entirely too mad at this episode. I kind of liked it. Well, first of all, the tone and the vibe threw me off, but I liked the episode because remember, if y'all watched my last week's reaction, I was talking about how we don't see much of Sky and stuff like that, and like we don't really see any of the girls together like that anymore. We don't know much about Nomi. I feel like in this episode, because it's called self-care, and one, before I even continue further, let me know what y'all think self-care is. What is your definition of self-care? Let me know down below. Let me know what your thoughts are and what you do if you practice self-care and stuff like that. But in this episode, we saw the girls just hanging out and being together, and that's something we never really got. Okay, I felt like we only experienced it once in like season 1 and like season 2, like probably once or twice, but in this episode it was just focused on them. We got some words out of Chloe and Halle, like, and just everyone, they were just talking, and just all of their personalities were just being shown here in this episode, and I liked it because we never really got to fill out their characters as a collective. We only experienced them when they're by themselves and with other people and not together as just girls hanging out, because they always claim, oh, she's my girl, oh, Zoe's my girl, oh, Jazz is my girl, but we don't really see y'all hanging out. We got that in this episode. Personally, I feel like that whole thing with Aaron and Hawkins thing was unnecessary to the episode, because we will go from Zoey and them, which was like a Blackish vibe, over back to the campus, which kind of like switched to a Grownish vibe, and then it was kind of not adding to the story. What I would say though with Aaron, I think we're just seeing, you know, all of their friends being there for each other. I feel like that's what this episode was about. And let me tell y'all, for me, self-care, it's not like what Zoey was trying to do, because in this show we see Zoey as just trying to have everything go her way, and when she plans on something, it needs to happen the way that she planned it, and if it didn't happen that way, she thinks that she failed. And I can sort of kind of relate to this episode where she like wrote down these past goals, and she's like, by 18 I'll do this, by 20 I'll do this, and it's like you didn't get there yet, you know, you're not there yet, and you feel like you're just set back, and all, you just feel like you're a failure, you know. And that's not the case. And what I like about, I know I'm going all over the place, but what I liked about this episode too is funny how at the ending of every episode there's always a moral to the story. And I find it funny how the girls always come to a conclusion in a crazy way, in a weird way, you know. Like they're talking about your hair, and how to get your curls popping, you gotta trim off the dead ends, you know, you gotta take care of it, find the right products, and keep doing it over time. And that's self-care. And the analogy that some of you guys didn't understand, that it's like for me, like self-care is not like what Zoe's trying to do, where plan a whole weekend and we go color, and then after that we're gonna eat healthy, and then we're gonna do this. No, self-care should be a lifestyle. That is something you should be doing every single day. Whether that is waking up in the morning early and doing some yoga, and just going to the gym, and just clearing your mind before you start your day, you know, setting out a couple of goals for the day. And even if your goals that you set up for the day don't even go according to plan, you learn the lesson within that day, and then you keep on going. You know, you got to take care of yourself each step of the way, and keep moving, and just keep going, honestly. And just, you know, take care of yourself, like whether that is like treating your skin, your hair, and stuff like that. But self-care is honestly literally a lifestyle. Eating healthy, for me, y'all, I don't be consuming my body with a whole bunch of junk and just crap you see on the shelves and fast food. I don't do that. I don't do that because it's just not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And once you start to eat clean, you start to think clean, as in like your creative thoughts start to flow, and yeah, and all that rubbish you're not putting in your body. You don't feel weighed down, but you feel light. You feel like you can think. You feel like it's just, the world is just endless possibilities. But yeah, that's what I feel like self-care is, and that's what we kind of experienced in this episode. Like just taking a weekend, chilling with your girls, and also too, self-care is trimming off the dead ends. Like that argument that Zoey said, oh, turn into a mess. No, people are gonna have, okay, before I get there, you're gonna have some crazy stuff that you realize about yourself, and it may be messy, but you have to work through that to get to like the good parts, you know what I'm saying? You know, because everybody has some messed up things that they just need to deal with, and that's gonna happen, and that's all the process of self-care. And with Nomi, like she was being really defensive because Sky and Jazz was just like, okay, isn't it weird to be going out with your professor, and what if the roles were switched? Wouldn't people be looking at it weirdly? And my thing is like, okay, remember I told y'all I just found it weird personally. I don't really like the whole idea of a professor going out with a student. It's just really weird, and plus you're like years apart. I don't know, it's just weird for me, and I feel like you should be able to just state your opinion without the person being defensive about it. Okay, that's your life. You choose to do what you want to do with your life. Okay, if they have something to say about it, like okay, it's weird going to a professor, be like, okay, well, I'm just doing what it is for me. Like that's just it. I don't know, it's just, this episode was just weird. Like I said, the tone was weird. I can't comprehend, but it was weird. Sky and Junior, okay, y'all, told y'all, Junior, he is cringy. Oh my gosh, this boy is so cringy. But you know, Sky feeling him. Sky is feeling him. You up in the top of him. She just be living her best life. She up in the top of him. Then they just chilling on the couch, that close to each other. Okay, I mean, true. Yeah, like I said, this episode was interesting. And also to add on to Aaron's situation, when you hosting a fundraiser, you put it out there for people to donate. Don't do it in such a way where, I mean, you're gonna, okay, at some fundraisers you provide the food, you provide this and that because you kind of want to create a great environment. But don't go wrong and be like, oh, see guys, this is the donation you should make. Even if the person make a $1 donation, $5 donation, it's still a donation. Be in high hopes that you're going to get your amount by the night's end or within a timely manner. Don't be trying to fight over it. The park is going to get clean. Have faith and trust that you're going to get the money to get the park clean. I don't know. And obviously you can tell he was heated about other situations. And it is true, like he's a whole RA. And we've just been seeing Aaron doing other things. Like the season, I don't know, the season 2 is just kind of weird. Just, and I guess that also showing too, like even RAs, yeah, you have responsibilities, but you can get distracted. I don't know. But like I said, y'all, this episode, the vibe, the tone of it was blackish, and it was just weird. It was really weird. But nah, I kind of related to Zoey in this episode though, with like feeling like time is wasting and you just feel like a failure, not accomplishing your goals. But that's not true, you know. Like we're out here in these streets 1920, and like after high school we're supposed to be trying to navigate our lives and just figure out what the heck is going on. Like what is life? You know, you're not gonna have everything figured out right away, even though you feel like time is wasting, but you have some time. And what is life if you're just putting like what's the word? This is not the word, but like what is life when you're putting pressure on every like stage in your life, you know? Don't get me wrong, some stages of your life does need pressure for you to like kind of move off in certain directions, but anyways, I'm going off into something else. Yeah guys, that is pretty much it for this episode. Let me know if y'all thought this episode, the tone was weird. It was just, I don't know, it was weird. I liked it, but I was just like, I don't know. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on self-care? What is your definition of self-care? Let me know down below if you have liked this reaction. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Also too, if you want to be part of the Nova Squad, just hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell right next to it so you get notified when I post another video. And also too, as I mentioned in my last video, I launched my second channel called Amanda Haynes. I'll leave it in the description box for you to go check it out. But I'm posting my vlog journey on there, advice, discussions, vlogs, and any other content I feel like posting over there that don't suit Ms.Milkywayy will be up there. That's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in next week's reaction. Shine bright, my Novas. Milky Way out.